I am B.B. Rao, lecturer in mechanical from Kalam Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Berhampur. Today we will discuss power plant engineering topic nuclear power plant. A nuclear power plant is a type of power station that generates electricity using heat from reaction. The reaction takes place in a reactor. In nuclear power plants, we use uranium as fuel. But we have already discussed thermal power plant where heat source is boiler. In the boiler, we are using coal as fuel. By combustion of coal, we are getting heat. That heat is utilized to convert water into steam. In nuclear power plant, heat is produced in the reactor. In the place of boiler, we are using reactor in nuclear power plant. Other components like turbine, condenser, feed circulant pump are same. Then the advantages of using nuclear power plant: the unit cost per kilowatt hour of electricity generation in nuclear power plants is lower than the unit cost in coal-fired power plants. In addition, there are some problems in thermal power plants. That is environmental pollution, then is fuel transportation, then is fuel storage means coal storage, fuel handling, then mine safety. These types of problems we cannot see in nuclear power plants. Then you will see some important technical terms before going to the topic. First we will see atomic structure. The matter is composed of unit particles called atoms. An atom consists of relatively heavily positively charged nucleus and a number of much lighter negatively charged electrons orbiting around the nucleus. That means this is nucleus. Around the nucleus, electrons are orbiting. The nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. Which together called nucleons. Protons are positively charged, while neutrons are electrically neutral. The electric charge on the proton is equal in magnitude but opposite in sign to that on an electron. Then you will see what is atomic number. The number of protons in the nucleus, number of protons in the nucleus is called atomic number. That is your Z. The total number of protons and neutrons plus neutrons in the nucleus is called mass number, or is called mass number, conical write as A. Suppose we will write like this: x z x z A. X means chemical symbol, Z means atomic number, A is at mass number, atomic mass. Suppose you will, for example, H11, at Z is 1, A is 1. That means one proton, proton 1, electron 1, and no neutrons nil. Take another example: helium 2, 4, where proton 2, electron 2, neutron will be 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then we will see another what is isotopes. Atoms with nuclei having same number of protons have similar chemical and physical properties and differ mainly in masses. They are called isotopes. For example, we are using uranium 92 235, uranium 92 238, uranium 92 234. That means atomic number is same, but mass number is different. These are called isotopes of uranium. Then we will see what is chemical reaction and a nuclear reaction. Chemical reaction and nuclear reaction. A chemical reaction is a type of reaction where two molecules interact or the atoms of an element recognize themselves to form a whole new product. But nuclear reaction is a type of reaction where structure of the nucleus of an atom changes completely. That means chemical reaction normally occurs out of the nucleus. Nuclear reaction happens only inside the nucleus. When chemical reaction occur, the elements hold their identity and nuclei of the atoms also remains unchanged. But in nuclear reaction, the nuclei of the atoms changes completely, but new elements are formed. Suppose, for example, carbon plus oxygen is equal to carbon dioxide. This is chemical reaction. Nuclear reaction AZ1 A1 plus BZ1 A2 CZ3 A3 plus DZ4 A4. In nuclear reaction, the products don't have the reactant nuclei but some other nuclei. Nuclei are not same. The number of nucleons in the product are same as those in the reactants. That means Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z3 plus Z4. And A1 plus A2 is equal to A3 and plus A4. So that is over. Then you will see mass defect. What is mass defect? The sum of masses of protons and neutrons that comprise the nucleus exceeds the mass of the atomic number. This difference in mass is called atomic number. This difference in mass is called mass defect. Mass defect delta m is found by adding of all individual particle weights and subtracting the actual mass of the atom. That is, delta m is equal to number of neutron of mass of proton plus mass of proton plus n e electron z minus mass of A. So this is called mass defect. The difference between the mass of the nucleus and the constituent of the mass, sum of the mass of the constituents of the nucleus, that is called mass defect. So the mass defect converted to energy in a nuclear reaction. This mass defect is converted into energy in a nuclear reaction. As per the Einstein's law, delta E is equal to delta m into c square, where delta E is the energy, delta m is equal to mass defect, delta m is mass defect, and c is equal to velocity of light, is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. The energy associated with the mass defect is known as the binding energy. This mass defect is known as binding energy. The binding energy. Also, it acts as a glue. Glue means gum, which binds the protons and neutrons together in the nucleus. Suppose we take 1 gram of mass. So energy equivalent to 1 gram of mass is equal to delta E is equal to will be 1 gram, that will convert into kg 10 to the power minus 3 into c square. C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 square. That means 16 minus 3, 10 to the power 13, 9. That is joules. So 1 gram of mass defect is equivalent to 9 to 10 to the power 3 joules of energy. Then we will see what is nuclear fission. What is nuclear fission? What is nuclear fission? Fission means, nuclear fission is the process in which nucleus splits into two smaller nuclei with release of energy. That means this is nucleus that will split into two smaller nucleus is called fusion. In addition, in other words, fission is the process in which nucleus is divided into two or more fragments and neutrons and energy are released. Neutrons can be fission can be used by bombarding. Fission can be used by bombarding with high energy neutrons. Suppose this is nucleus, this is neutron, this is nucleus. It will convert into two fragments, nuclear fragments. In addition, 2 to 3 electrons will be liberated. Neutrons, 2 to 3 neutrons will be liberated. Then some release of energy. This is called fission reaction. Fission reaction, naturally sir, fusion. Fusion means fusion. What is fusion? Fusion is a reaction in which two or more atomic nuclei are combined to form one or more different atomic nuclei. That means fusion means fuse means melt. Two nuclei will form a single nuclei. That is called fusion. That will fuse together to form a single nuclei. So nuclear fission is a reaction in which two or more atomic nuclei are combined to form one or more different atomic nuclei. The difference in mass between the reactants and products is manifested as either energy release or absorption of energy. That is, suppose this is 1, this is 2, it will form a new product. So this is called fusion. Then you will see what is the chain reaction. So, chain reaction. What is chain reaction? Chain reaction. Each fission of, suppose this is your uranium fuel, uranium 235, this is neutron, that will convert into two fragments, notation they will two neutrons. The number of newly born fission neutrons in a single fission for uranium 235 nuclei is either 2 or 3. Practically either 2 or 3. Practically it is 2.47 neutrons. These two neutrons cause then two additional fissions, releasing 4 neutrons. This will cause 2 neutrons, 2 neutrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 neutrons. 4 neutrons. These 4 neutrons split other nuclei and then produce 4 more fissions and so on. So this will continue until the total uranium, the fuel, is total disintegrated. That means total finish. Up to that, the more heat will be released. That heat is utilized to utilize in the reactor to heat the water to convert into steam. So the chain reaction is the main reaction that is occurred in the nuclear reactor. Then we'll see what is nuclear materials. Nuclear materials are most commonly referred to fissile materials that are capable of sustaining. Fissile means materials that are capable of sustaining a chain reaction in a process releases energy called nuclear fission. The materials include that is uranium, plutonium, thorium. Unlike uranium, plutonium does not occur in nature except in some quantities. It is a byproduct of nuclear reactor operates to get the plutonium needed to fuel the reactor. Similar to uranium, there are different types of isotopes, that is plutonium. The key isotope for plutonium is plutonium-239. These are called fissile materials that can be fissible easily by itself. But then another nuclear materials is called fissile material. What is fissile materials? Fissile materials are materials that are, although not itself fissionable by thermal neutrons, can be converted into fissible material by neutron absorption and subsequent nuclei conversion. That means naturally occurring fissile materials, thorium, that is thorium-232, which can be converted to thorium-232, which can be converted to uranium-233. Next, uranium-234, that is converted to uranium-235. Uranium-238 converted to uranium-239. Plutonium-238 converted to plutonium-239. So these are the fissible materials, but we are converted into fissile materials into fissile materials. Then we will see what is neutron scattering. There are two types of neutron scattering. One is inelastic scattering, in which momentum and total energy of the particles before and after collisions are conserved. However, kinetic energy is not conserved. Elastic